in front of the site of the former Randall Park Mall, which made a lot of headlines in yesterday's news. For those of you that didn't hear, there was an announcement that a developer is planning to build a very large warehouse for Amazon, that internet retailing giant. So I wanted to take a look back first and then give you a couple thoughts looking forward. When Randall Park Mall was built in 1978, it was 1.6 million square feet. It was touted as the largest mall in the world. And although on the surface that was certainly true, there's a couple backstories on exactly why that happened. And they both had to do with the original developer, and specifically the patriarch, Edward J. DeBartolo. So there's two stories that made the rounds. The first story is that Edward J. DeBartolo met two different excavators at this site. If you take a look behind me, you can see that the site is not exactly a level, nice, plain, clean site. So he met with two different excavators, and both of them told him that he couldn't do what he wanted to do. And for those of you that knew the late, great Mr. D, you didn't tell him that he couldn't do something. So that was one story. The second story is that he was always in competition with a guy by the name of Herb Simon Properties. So it was always a competition who was the largest developer, retail shopping center developer in the world. So another story that was very common was he wanted to put an end to that conversation once and for all. So by building a 1.6 million square foot mall, he effectively created a new category called super regional mall, and that would give him the title of shopping mall king. So those are the two stories that were very common, very popular during the day. Now let's look forward. This development, if it occurs, is going to employ an estimated 1,200 people. In the entire village of North Randall, there's a little bit over 1,000 people. So this warehouse distribution center for Amazon will employ more people than live in the entire village of North Randall. The second thing that's very interesting to me looking forward, if it occurs, is this development is going to be 880,000 square feet. That is a massive distribution warehouse for Cleveland, for Northeast Ohio. In fact, I cannot think of a project that's large, that is that large. Sure, we have Ford, Chevy, Chrysler that have massive assembly and production facilities, but for a modern warehouse and distribution center, this will be, by a good margin, the largest project that this region has ever seen. So that is this week's Dodge You Know. But in the coming weeks, there are several other development projects that are underway. And so we're going to be taking a closer look at those. But for now, hope you have a great weekend and a profitable